What's up, boys and girls and babes? It is week 15 of the NHL regular season, and I wasn't originally planning on recording today because I have a bunch of stuff that I gotta move over to my new place, but guess what? It's not snowing, it's icing. I'm not going anywhere. So, here we go. We're gonna record today. The theme of the week has been drama. The Caps had 4 games and got points in all of them, which normally I would take, but the drama. The Washington Capitals won over the Detroit Red Wings 3-2. They won over the Philadelphia Flyers 5-3 and over the Boston Bruins 4-2, but lost in overtime to the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-1, which was the most boring one-goal game I've ever watched. First of all, not too much drama in the Detroit Red Wings game, which is surprising to me. The Washington Capitals scored 3 goals from Tom Wilson, Travis Boyd, and Michael Kempny. Excellent. Like I said, not a whole lot of drama on that game, so we're just going to cruise right past it real quick because it doesn't fit the theme of the week. On Tuesday, the Washington Capitals played the Philadelphia Flyers for the first time this season. The Philadelphia Flyers are basically the embodiment of drama. I know that they're a division rival and everything, but they're my favorite division rival. Do you know what I'm saying? I love to hate the Philadelphia Flyers. I love it. It's fun. They're nuts. They're bonkers. They're bananas. It's awesome. They played their 7th goaltender of the season. Their 7th goaltender, who happened to be Mike McKenna, who was the goaltender on Ovi's hot stick celebration. You remember that when Don Cherry got so pissed off? Aside from the 5 Washington Capitals goals, the best part of this game was Mike McKenna's all-black goalie gear. It was terrifying. I loved it. So I maybe have a soft spot in my heart for Mike McKenna now. Oops. But this game was fun drama in that there was a lot of scoring. Goals from Tom Wilson, TJ Oshie, 2 from Jacob Vrana, and an unassisted empty net goal from TJ Oshie. Phoenix Copley played for the Caps and did not deserve the 2 goals that brought it to a 1-goal game late in the 3rd. But the Flyers game was full of fun drama. Always fun. That kind of drama, Tom had an empty net goal that was called back for being offside. You know what? Actually, the last 5 minutes of the game weren't super fun. It was so over officiated that I was begging for death. I was like, can we just play hockey? No more whistles, please. But other than that, the game was really fun all the way through until the last 5 minutes when I wanted to die. On Thursday, the Washington Capitals played the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins were hoping to snap that 13-game losing streak against the Caps. Unfortunately, Braden Holtby still owns the Boston Bruins. Goals from Jacob Vrana, Alexander Ovechkin, Nicholas Backstrom, and Alexander Ovechkin again. He has 32 goals on the season, by the way. I think someone told him that Jeff Skinner was starting to catch up. But I really think that the fact that this was the Boston Bruins' 14th straight loss to the Washington Capitals really explains why these games are always the most dramatic. The Boston Bruins, who I don't know who they are out here doing the most. Always. Zdeno Chara is up in Tom Wilson's face, so Alexander Ovechkin dumps him onto the bench. Ryan Donato? ? And someone Krejci, again, I don't know who the Boston Bruins are, scored the Boston Bruins 2 goals, but didn't really matter because the Caps won 4-2. The drama for this game. Yes, the Ovi Chara ass over tea kettle into the Capitals bench was hilarious. But then, it's unfortunate that Lars Eller got suckered into Brad Marchand's trap. Served a 2-minute minor for trying to fight Brad Marchand. Lars, sweetheart, you gonna get your ass whipped. Like, I get that, you maybe want a little retribution from Brad Marchand, given that he jumped you unsuspectingly in your home opener when you had scored the Caps' 7th goal of the game, and he was, up in his feelings about it. But, babe, don't fight Brad Marchand. But then I had to hear all about, on Twitter, this is the big drama, I had to hear all about how, first of all, Brad Marchand is a coward for not fighting Lars Eller, and I'm like, maybe a little. But I realized that that's my own bias. And then Twitter was nothing but, who's the dirtiest? Lars Eller is dirtier than Brad Marchand? What? What? Who are you? Oh, I've watched him since he was in Montreal. Okay. I've watched Brad Marchand for 5 minutes and he's licked somebody, elbowed someone else in the head, and slew-footed 3 guys. Anyway, Philadelphia, Boston, those are fun brands of drama. And then the Washington Capitals played the Columbus Blue Jackets last night. I always forget that the Columbus Blue Jackets exist until we play them, and then I'm like, oh right, fuck, I hate them. This was the most boring dramatic game in the history of dramatic games. Like, okay, if it was a playoff game and it was a 1-goal game like that, maybe it would have been fun, except that it wasn't, and it probably wouldn't be, because there was no flow to the game. It was whistles every 5 seconds, offsides, icings, blah, 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 boring. You know what I did for the third? I turned John Walton on and went and packed stuff instead of watching it on the television on my couch. I was that bored. But Evgeny Kuznetsov provides me with a little shot of happiness and hope with 1 minute and 6 seconds left to play, scores a goal, 6 on 5 to tie it up and send it to overtime. The Caps do at least get a point out of this game, even though Cam Atkinson scores in the overtime. And then, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Of course. Correct? Yes? No. You know what? I think it's really sad that the only expression of joy I've seen from a Columbus Blue Jacket this season has been a SpongeBob meme version of a true expression of joy out here mocking Evgeny Kuznetsov's bird Selly. No, we love the bird Selly. And you guys should think about maybe winning a playoff series before you're out here making fun of the man who scored to put us through to the Eastern Conference Final. Oh, by the way, after ripping off 4 straight wins to beat your ass in the first round. Okay, there you go. There's the salt for the week. Actually, that's a good week. I'm glad I recorded today. That's a good week in the NHL. Win, win, win. Okay, so 7 points out of a possible 8, plus some enjoyable drama that didn't include, people getting hurt or anything like that. I'll take it. Once again, this has been Kate, your Salty Caps fan, reporting on all the drama from week 15 of the NHL regular season. I'll see you next week. Bye.